નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 8, Subject Science, Chapter 6, Combustion and Flame. Dear students, today we will discuss ignition temperature. Okay, now I'll read some of the text lines. Now recall some of your experience. Okay, see, does a matchstick burn by itself? See, dear students, the question is asked to you, does a matchstick burns by itself? Okay. How does it burn? So you must have had an experience of burning of piece of paper. Does it burn when a burning matchstick is brought near it? Okay. The next question to you, can you burn a piece of wood by bringing a lighted matchstick near it? Then what do you have to use paper or kerosene oil to start the fire in wood or a coal? Have you heard? Okay, see, these are the questions. So question is, first of all, can the matchstick burn itself? Okay, you have to strike it, then it burns. Then when you are burning matchsticks to the paper, yes, paper will burn. But when you are burning a piece of wood or by bringing a lighted matchstick, can you bring the wood piece? No. So why it is? See, some of the objects or some of the things burns easily, but some of the objects you have to heat it strongly. So why it is like that? So what is the So you know that one more example is given here. Have you heard the forest fires? Forests are getting fire. So during the extreme heat of summer season, at summer place, dry grass catches fire. So from the grass, it spreads to the trees, and very soon the whole forest is getting the fire. So it is very difficult to control such fires. So how it happens? You know that. So dried grass, due to the heat of the light of the sun, that catches fire. But wood will not catches fire. See, dried grass, some of the objects or some of the things easily catches fire by the low temperature only. Why it is like that? Because, so do these experiences tell you that different substances catch fire at different temperatures. See, try to understand. Different substances catch fire at different temperatures. Okay, that is why I am saying the ignition temperature. For that, the word is given ignition temperature. What do you mean by ignition temperature? The lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire. The lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is called its ignition temperature. It's called its ignition temperature. Okay. So can you tell now why matchstick does not catch fire on its own at room temperature? Because its ignition temperature is different. Okay. Then why does the matchstick start burning after rubbing it? So because it got the ignition temperature. Okay, we find that a combustible substance, combustible means burning, combustible substances cannot catch fire or burn as long as its temperature is lower than its ignition temperature. And the substance, its ignition temperature is low, then it catches fire very quickly. Have you ever seen that cooking oil catches fire when a frying pan is kept for a long on a burning stove? Cooking fire, because its ignition temperature is very low. But kerosene oil and wood do not catch fire on their own at the room temperature. See, if you are keeping the kerosene oil or wood, they do not fire at their own. Okay, but if kerosene oil is heated a little, it will catch fire. But if the wood is heated more, a little more than it is, it will be wood, it still not catches fire. Does it mean that ignition temperature of kerosene oil and is lower than that of the wood? So here what we are observing or what we are learning in this, the substances, different substances are of different ignition temperature. Okay, now you see the one of the activities given here. See, what is the activities here? The heat supplied to the paper cup is transferred. See, this one, heating water in a paper cup. So this activity will see, make two paper cups. You have to, two paper cups. So like this here, see that two paper cups. By folding the sheet of paper, you can fold the sheet of paper, then insert in the funnel. Okay. Then what you have to do, the activity, pour about 50 ml of water in one of the cups. See here, in one of the cups, 50 ml, little bit, not too much water, not 50 ml of water in the one cup, and heat, and here there is no water, here only acids. See here you have added water. These are both their paper cups will be there. Now what you have to go for heating. Heat both the cups separately with a candle. So here candle will be there. This one separately you have to heat it. What do you observe? So dear students, what is your observation? So what happens to the empty paper cup? What happens to the empty paper cup in this? With water. Does with water in this cup becomes hot? So does this water becomes hot? So these are the observations you have to do. If you continue till heating the cup, we can even boil the water in the paper cup. So little water will be boiling. So can you think of an explanation for this process or phenomenon? So dear students, the heat supplied to the paper cup is transferred to the where? To the water by the conduction. Conduction means what? The heat supplies or the heat transfers from one to the another. So that is a conduction that you have learnt also. So here you have seen that the heat supplied to the paper cup is transferred to the water. When you heat it here, the heat is supplying to the water, is supplying to the cup, is transferred to the, why do you transfer? So in the presence of the water, transferred to the water by the conduction. So in the presence of water, the ignition temperature of the paper is not reached. So due to this, the ignition temperature of the which one? Paper is not reached. So hence it does not burn. See, this one easily burns because here there is no water. But here when you heat it, when you are given the heat is supplied to this cup is transferred to the water. So that's why the paper is not burnt there, or paper cup is not burnt. So dear students, the substances which have very low ignition temperature. See, try to understand here. The substances which have very low ignition temperature can easily catch fire. The substances which have very low ignition temperature can easily catch fire with a flame are called as inflammable substances. See, try to understand what do you mean by inflammable substances? The question is, what do you mean by inflammable substances? Okay, the inflammable substances means the substances which have very low ignition temperature and can easily catch fire with a flame are called as inflammable substances. For example, okay, some of the examples are given here. Example of inflammable substances are petrol, alcohol, LPG. See here, dear students, you have to remember what is the full form of LPG. What is the full form of LPG? You have to say. What is the full form? Liquid petroleum gas or liquefied petroleum gas. Okay, see, the LPG full form is, see, full form of LPG, here I write here, LPG, liquefied see, LIQUIFIED, liquefied petroleum gas. Liquefied petroleum gas. So, dear students, you have to remember this one. What is the full form of LPG? See, liquefied petroleum gas. So, these are all inflammable substances. Because in this, the ignition temperature is so very, very low ignition temperature. Now, the next question is here is how do we control fire? See, it's all about this you learn. How do we control firing? So you see the question is there. So you must have seen or heard fire breaking out in the homes, shops or factories. See, fire you are vanishing or extinguishing in the homes, shops or as well as factories. So what we are throwing, usually you have seen that water we are throwing there or water you are putting there. If you have seen such an accident, sometimes write a short description in your notebook. Okay, some of the accidents, whatever you have seen about the fire, write a note on it is given in the textbook. And also share your experience with your classmates. Okay, and one more here information given to you. Find out the telephone number of fire service in your areas. If a fire breaks out in your house or in your neighborhood, the first thing to do to call the fire service. Dear students, does your city or town have a fire brigade station? The question is asked here. Does your city or a town have a fire brigade station? When a fire brigade arrives, what does it do? It pours P-O-U-R-S, pours water on the fire. Correct or not? It pours bringing water and put on the fires. So water cools the combustible material. So water what will do? Water cools the combustible. The combustible means burning substances, combustible material. So that its temperature brought below its ignition temperature. So that its ignition temperature becomes low. So this prevents the fire from spreading. So this is preventing the fire from spreading. And one more point is there here, students. So try to understand. Water vapors also surround. Water vapor is surrounding the combustible material. So what will happen? Try to understand. Water vapor surrounds the combustible materials, and helping in cutting off the supply of the air, and helps in the cutting the supply of air. So the fire is extinguished. So the fire is extinguished. Okay, got the idea, students? Okay, we will continue in the next video. Thank you for joining us.